Hi, Dr. Rowe here. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is setting up a virtual learning environment at home. I am an integrative and pediatric mental health expert who is on a mission to change the way we view and treat children's mental health. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe and make sure to turn on your notifications so you get my videos every week. Let's dive in. Virtual learning. We thought it was going to be temporary, and we're now realizing this is a lot more of a permanent solution than we thought. So pretty much no matter where you are in America, and in fact the world, kids are going to be learning from home at some point during this next year. Whether you already know you're learning for the entire year at home, you're doing some type of hybrid, kids are learning from home. What can we do to support children's learning? So setting up our environment is really important for children's attention and learning. And just like we set up our desk, setting up a learning environment for your child really helps them, not just with the physical organization and having things accessible, which make things a lot easier, but it gives them a sense of control. It helps build that routine and structure where they know, okay, I'm going to this area of a room, even if it's part of a table. It's part of their routine. And from a neuroscience perspective, when we free up the brain as much as possible and get rid of having to remember little details, it gives your child way more brain power to actually learn. Our brain doesn't have unlimited memory capacity. So when we keep things accessible for kids, they don't waste that brain power and they're able to really get in and learn and get to those higher concepts. And that's what we want to do. We want to create a fluidity and an ease of learning for our children, and setting up an environment can really help a child do that. So what's my Dr. Rowe no? No dedicated space. That's a big no-no. Doesn't matter how small your house is, there needs to be a dedicated learning space. We're learning from home for the 2020 and 2021 school year. Don't let them study from their bed. I know your teenager may not want to leave his or her room, but it's really not a great thing for learning, and it can interfere with their sleep. Don't organize their supplies. That's a big no. We already know it really helps them. Being organized makes you feel better and gives you mental clarity. You don't waste precious brain power. My Dr. Rowe go, have a dedicated learning space. Separate out your learning and your play or hangout spaces. Even if your spaces are next to each other, they shouldn't overlap. Again, from a neuroscience perspective, you need to have that mental transition and clarity about what your spaces are so that it helps you transition from one activity to the other. Think about privacy and noise level. Do you need to get headphones? Is being in the living room really actually the best place for your kid because they're going to be totally distracted if they're in another area of the house? Think about that. I found that my kid needed a combination of alone time and actually time right next to me. Not that he was unfocused, but that he needed that physical connection. It was very isolating to be on his own. Think about how your child learns best. Not everybody learns the same. You may need quiet. Your child may need to have their music on and actually learn best. I like noise. I learn best when there's noise going on. It forces me to just go deep into my own thought. So have those conversations with your child. It's really helpful. And my favorite Dr. Rowe go is have your child or teen set up their own space. Give them the power. This is a very disappointing year for a lot of kids, teenagers, college kids. Give them some control. And if they can help you with picking out a color of a folder or deciding what's best for their space and what needs to go there or what kind of organizational bucket needs to be there, it really helps them feel better about it and also want to be more engaged in learning. So remember, if you or a child you care about is struggling, it's gonna be okay. I am here to show you how to help children and teens feel calm, alert, and just feel good about themselves. I want to hear about all the cool ways you're setting up a virtual learning environment, so drop it in the comments below. Catch you on the next episode. And remember, subscribe to the Dr. Roseann channel, where we talk about natural and effective ways to reverse children's mental health issues.